Well, this is very interesting. I've not seen a movie like this one before. I got to say, it was. I mean, it was a really interesting start where we have this like kind of birth cycle happening, and this innocent comes into the world, and then comes across this sort of edgy. I don't know if I'm gonna say she's corrupt, but she's worldly, version of herself, and gets swallowed up, and there's a coronation that happens. So it's involved, it's crazy, it's bizarre, and it's really cool all at the same time. There's a lot of really cool design happening here, and the editing, the cinematography look great, well directed, but this performer, wow, and playing these two different characters, and looking completely different as each one, in the performance and in the countenance and everything, and just the sense of history for each of these individual characters is way different. Especially the innocent one barely has any history, it's just crazy. Really, really well done. So yeah, the performer did a great job, and great use of music and sound and everything.
It definitely went in a different way than I thought it was going to go. When it first started, so interesting and so bare, quite literally, and there's no other like props or anything else. It's just her um, dancing, which was really beautifully and really well done. And then as you have her kind of discover this other section, this other area, it was such a contrast, and I really liked that because it was all like these props and these clothes and makeup and wigs and all of this other stuff that was such a stark contrast from what it started with, and then how it kind of progressed and how they kind of intertwined and affected each other.
There were a lot of themes on uh, vanity and sexuality, uh, in a sense that for most of it felt like you had the two women. One of them started off nude, while the other one uh, was gradually applying more and more clothing. And the way I saw that was kind of just, I think, how, in terms of vanity, we measure ourselves based off of how much stuff we have, how much layers we own. Um, when in reality, it comes from what's underneath all of those layers, the true you. That should be what's truly measured.
I enjoy the alter egos performing. There's a huge difference between them, and the different scenes also have so many details you can just deep dive into. It's quite engaging and meaningful, totally dynamic and very powerful. I feel it's like a story of acceptance and this struggle with yourself and whatever you feel others want from you. I like how she changes dress, costumes, um, all this conversation with herself. The character is just quite expressive as well. It is kind of a theater, a play at a theater, concert, and also a dance piece. It was just cleverly put and quite quite powerful. I really enjoyed it.
I really never knew what to expect. Like in the beginning, I just thought it was going to be this beautiful dance piece, kind of more normal than what the film turned out to be, not in a bad way. Um, and I thought even just if it was that, it was so good because like the dancing was good, but also the camera movement, the camera captured it in an interesting way rather than just like a stagnant um, camera capturing someone dancing. Like they really worked well together. Um, and yeah, when kind of the other character comes into the mix, I really didn't see that coming. I thought the pulling stuff out of the bra bit was really funny and also unexpected. Like, you know, seeing all these dance videos, not a lot of them have, you know, comedy moments. So I really appreciated all the kind of different stuff. And, you know, I thought the ending was crazy and really cool.
There's this playfulness, and the humor just switched the tone entirely, as it is almost a burlesque getting ready session. The ritual brimming with humor and playfulness of the multiple bras and the constantly pulling endless items out of their bra, and the absurdity of the multiple wigs and the constant layering of makeup and wigs and clothing, and pushing that clothing onto the nude body as well felt like a very interesting commentary on gender norms and how we should be presenting ourselves, almost a generational imposing or a societal imposing of what the proper way to be is, and to cover yourself like typical Adam and Eve in the garden, only realizing embarrassment of one's body when they're told to.